fasting for 31 and a half hours, and I'm feeling awful. Okay, today I'm going to start a 72-hour fast, and the reason I'm doing this is because I've sort of been in somewhat of a rut after Christmas here. I've not been feeling well, my stomach has been upset, I've had a lot of gut issues, just been feeling down, I've been sick. That's sort of why I want to do this. I want this to be some sort of a reset and a good start to the new year here. So I'm starting a 72-hour fast today. I'm just going to have some breakfast now. It's Sunday. My fast will probably start at like 10:30 a.m. and I will go from Sunday to Wednesday lunch. I'm going to film some updates every day here to tell you how I feel. And at the end, I'm of course going to do sort of a recap, what maybe the pros and cons and how I felt during the whole experiment here. So this will not be my first extended fast. This summer I did around a 50 to 55 hour fast at a survival course in the woods. And that went fine, but I had so much else to think about. We were like in the woods for 72 hours, so that was a weird experience in and of itself. I didn't really have that much time to think about the food itself. We actually went without water for 30 hours, and that was actually really tough. So I can't really compare my experiences from that fast to this fast, I think, because this fast will happen at like a normal week in my life here. As I said, it's Sunday today, and I'm going to be fasted Monday and Tuesday as well, which will be normal work days. It will probably be tougher this time around, but hopefully I can make it. So this won't be a pure water fast. I'm actually going to be drinking black coffee, and I'm going to be taking sea salt as well for the electrolytes to help maybe ease out the struggles that can occur when you don't eat for an extended period of time. And since I will be drinking coffee, which will sort of deplete electrolytes, I feel like I need to, or not need to, but I want to refill some of those electrolytes. And I might be having some herbal tea as well, unsweetened, at nights, maybe to just fill my stomach with something other than water. Let's start with the final supper here, which will be breakfast actually, and then let's see how it goes. Okay, so I decided to go for a walk here. Clock is like 2 p.m. and it's been about 4 hours since I ate my last meal. I'm starting to get hungry. This is usually around the time where I eat my second meal. I'm starting to think that I actually ate too little for my last meal here. I should probably have eaten more, but that's whatever now. We're just gonna have to live with it. So now I'm going for a 1 to 2 hour walk here just to keep my mind occupied here. Alright, I'm back from my 2-hour walk. It was very cold, really crisp air, which was nice. Now I'm kind of tired. The clock is 4 p.m. and it's been 6 hours since I last ate. And I'm still feeling the hunger. It's getting worse and worse. I will probably chill for a while now. I'll watch some sports later. It's Arsenal Man United in the Premier League, and then I'll probably catch the first half of the Bills-Bengals game before trying to sleep. And sleep is definitely going to be a challenge, I feel. Time for some dinner here. A glass of water with some electrolytes. It's going to be yummy. The clock is 6:30. My hunger has been decreasing the last couple of hours here. I took a nap between 4 and 5, and when I woke up I was extremely hungry, but the last half hour or so my hunger has been decreasing, which is good. Okay, it's 9 o'clock here soon. The Bills-Bengals game is about to start. I have a lot of energy right now. It has been 11 hours since I last ate. I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. I will have a hard time sleeping anytime soon. Alright, it's almost halftime here between the Bengals and the Bills. It's 10:30 here, so I'm thinking of going to bed and trying to get some sleep. I will maybe not be successful. You will see that later. I will probably do an update if I can't sleep. But the hunger is feeling okay. It's been 12 and a half hours since I last ate. And yeah, it feels okay. Energy levels are still pretty good, but I'm tired. I went up 6:30 this morning, so it's starting to get late. So I'll see you all in the morning. All right, good morning. It's 6:15 a.m. and I just woke up. Sleep was better than I thought. It was sort of normal for me. I went to sleep at around 10:30, woke up 2:30, 4:30, and 6:10. So that's pretty much a usual night for me. The only thing is that I have kind of a headache. I think it's the carb withdrawal that's starting to kick in. And the same thing happened when I tried the carnivore diet. But other than that, I feel pretty good. I'm not that hungry. Alright, it's now 9:15 here. I've just had my morning coffee, some salt water, and done a bit of work here in the morning. And the sun has now come out, or not the sun, but it's light outside at least. So I'm just gonna go out for a walk here in this awesome weather. I need some light to get my circadian rhythm working. Okay, time for a lunch break here. It's 12 o'clock, and since I'm not eating, I'm gonna go out for a 1 hour walk instead, and then get back to work. The hunger is, it's there, but it's manageable. I'm back from my walk now. I'm feeling really depleted. It's 1 p.m. right now. I'm gonna drink some more water with electrolytes, so hopefully that can energize me a bit. But anyway, it's back to work for about 4 hours now. Okay, it's 5:30 p.m. now. I've been fasting for 31 and a half hours, and I'm feeling awful. I have a big hole in my stomach. It feels like that is just begging to be filled with whatever. Everything smells good. Everything looks good. I can't really focus on anything. I feel lethargic. I don't have any motivation to do anything. I think my dopamine levels are absolutely depleted. This is really rough right now, but I'm going to push through. I think this is the hardest day mentally, because I won't get the reward tomorrow. I can't just push through today and get the reward tomorrow. But I will continue on anyways. We are closing in on the halfway mark here, soon to be 36 hours since I last ate. It's around 9 p.m. here on Monday, and I'm feeling sort of the same as before. I took a long walk, almost 2 hours like yesterday, and that was really rough. It was the exact same walk, but this time my body just felt really heavy, and I had to sort of fight for every step. There are some uphill climbs, and those were really, really difficult. Feels like I think my glycogen stores are totally depleted now, and I have no motivation to do anything, so that's why I'm gonna try to get some sleep now. I'm feeling tired, but not really sleepy. As expected, it was pointless to try and fall asleep. I laid in bed for about 1.5 hours and I couldn't fall asleep. My heart was kind of beating hard, not necessarily fast, but hard. And I just felt like I won't be able to fall asleep. So now I'm up again. Don't really know what to do. I want to eat, but I can't. So I'm just gonna have to pass the time somehow and then try to go back to sleep in a couple of hours maybe. Good morning. It's currently 6:40 here. I managed to get some sleep last night. I managed to fall asleep around like 11. Woke up at 3, so I got my usual 4 hours there, and then I went in and out of sleep. Woke up at 4, woke up at 5:45, and now 6:30. So yeah, I'm feeling really tired, but I'm not hungry, which I usually am not in the morning. So I'm just gonna chill out for a while, then get some coffee, and then start working. Drinking my morning coffee now. I feel better mentally today. Maybe it's because this is the last day. I feel like I have more of a goal-getter mindset, which I did not have yesterday. I didn't want to do anything yesterday, but today I feel like I want to get stuff done, and I've already gotten stuff done, and it's 7:40 now, and I've already done some work, so I'm feeling pretty good. We have now officially made it 48 hours. It's 10:30 here. I've just been out for a short walk to get some light, and now I'm feeling kind of awful. All my energy from this morning is gone. All my motivation is gone, and I'm back to feeling really hungry and sort of lethargic. But I'll just have to power through towards lunch here in a couple of hours, where I will of course not eat, but I will try to go out for a 1 hour walk again to maybe get some energy back, hopefully, and until then I will just work. Back from my lunch walk here. It's 1:30 p.m. and I'm really tired. I think this was around the time yesterday as well that I crashed, more or less. The morning was fine, then around maybe 10 or 10:30 a.m. I got a little bit tired, but then I went off my walk, felt pretty good, and now I'm coming back from my walk, I'm like completely burnt out now. But I gotta get some work done. Work maybe 3 hours. I've just finished working. When is it? It's 5:30. Feels like I have a big hole in my stomach. I feel it all the time. It doesn't really hurt, but it's just a hole that needs to be filled with something pretty soon. Well, it's just like, what is it, 16 hours maybe, or something like that left until I get to eat again. I'm going out for a walk now, a 1 hour walk, 1.5 hour maybe, just to kill some time and get some fresh air. Time to go to sleep. It's 10:30 on the last day here. It kind of feels like it's Christmas tomorrow. I'm so looking forward to eating. It's gonna be awesome. But right now I feel I have a headache and I'm tired. My heart is beating really hard again. So let's see if I'm able to get some sleep. But I'll try at least, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning. We're into the final stretch of the 72-hour fast here. It's 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. in the morning. It's only 3.5 hours left until I get to eat again. Sleep was as usual. I slept my 4 hours, woke up at 3, and then went in and out of sleep until now, 7 o'clock. My head hurts, my energy levels are really low, but I'm not that hungry since it's morning. So we're into the final hour here. I've gotten my morning coffee and I'm feeling pretty good, as I usually do. After my coffee, I would probably crash in a couple of hours, but I will go shopping here soon for my first meal here. I don't want to eat too much, but I fear that when I start eating, I will just go ham on like everything in the house here. So we'll see how that goes. But I will show you what I'll be eating for my first meal here. All right, back from the grocery store here. It's 11 a.m. here, so we are officially done with our 72-hour fast, which is incredible. I am really hungry right now. I mean, I could probably have done this another day or two, because the hunger feeling is like the exact same as it was yesterday and the day before, it really hasn't changed much. It hasn't gotten worse. But let's see. Let's do a little grocery haul here for what we will be eating today. All right, so we have some organic ground beef here for tacos later. Some cheese for tacos and for my like omelette here. Some organic eggs. Got some more bacon, organic bacon here. Cucumber for tacos and some avocados for the tacos as well. So yeah, that's basically what I will be eating today. And I also have a small treat for me here, which I will eat after my first meal here. It's a small leftover piece of some brie cheese here, which has been sitting in the fridge for 3 days now, just waiting for me to eat it. So that's gonna be nice. Okay, so one more thing I will be having right now for my fast breaking meal is some organic chicken meatballs, which my girlfriend cooked them yesterday. And they smelled amazing. Like, and I've never wanted to eat anything more than I wanted to eat these meatballs yesterday. So just for that sake, I need to eat them today, just to see if they taste as amazing as they smelled yesterday. Alright, it's 11:40 a.m. here, and it's time to break the fast. Let's devour this bad boy. I mean, the food tastes good, but it's not amazing.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It tastes about the same as it usually does. I mean, it's good food. But as I said, I could have probably continued this a couple of more days here. But since I decided to go for 72 hours, I don't want to change that. That would be rough for me mentally. From a pure physical perspective, I could have easily done this a couple of more days. So next time I'm probably gonna do a 5-day fast to see how that feels. I'm just going to finish eating this, and then I will see you a bit later where I will recap my experience here and talk about fasting in general maybe. So I just finished eating that meal. It took me like 40 minutes. I never felt this full in my entire life, I think. It's like crazy. My stomach is about to explode, it feels like. I mean, the food didn't taste as good as I thought it would. Maybe I ate the wrong type of food or too much of it. Maybe I should have had more carbohydrates, more sweet stuff. I had only like protein and fat. But I'm kind of disappointed in my first meal here.
A few moments later.
Alright, it's now Thursday, the day after I broke my fast, and this has been a really good day. I've had lots of energy, I've been very productive, and it's been just a great day overall. It started off a little bit shaky though. I actually went, not to get into too much detail here, but I actually went to the toilet 6 times within 3 hours of waking up, and that was not to pee. But other than that, it's been a great day. So just to recap why I actually did this fast. So the first reason was to give my gut a rest. I have been having a lot of gut issues over the last couple of weeks or so. I've been feeling really bad, so I just want to give my gut a rest. Second of all, I wanted to train my willpower. Abstaining from something takes a lot of mental strength and willpower, and especially abstaining from something so rudimentary as food. That really takes a toll on your mental well-being. I have a lot more confidence in myself now after completing this. Even though it wasn't that hard, it was still a challenge. I really wanted to give up at some points, which you have probably seen during this video. So third of all, I wanted to induce autophagy. And autophagy is a process in the body that works sort of like a cellular recycling system. It can discard damaged parts of the cells and repurpose salvageable parts of the cell. If you watched my last video where I cleaned out my closet from damaged and unusable clothes, autophagy is basically that, but with cells instead of clothes and with your body instead of the closet. There are multiple ways to induce autophagy, and fasting is one of them, and one of the most efficient ones. Autophagy occurs when your body is deprived of nutrients or oxygen or damaged in some ways. It's a bit unclear exactly how long you have to fast for autophagy to start, but the research suggests somewhere between 24 and 48 hours. And generally, the longer you fast, the more effect the autophagy will have. So, what are my takeaways from this little experiment here of fasting for 72 hours? Well, the first one that came as a bit of a surprise to me is that it was kind of unpleasant all the time. I kind of had the idea that the hunger would go away, or like that I would feel the power of ketosis, and I would like feel energized and such, but that never really happened. I felt bad from like hour 6 or something, and then it just continued on until I broke my fast, basically. I mean, there were some ups and downs throughout the days, as you probably have seen. In the mornings I had a lot more energy, but then I kind of crashed at like 11, 12. But from what I've heard now and from my research, these good effects that I talk about might happen at later stages after 72 hours. Maybe at like day 5 or something, people start feeling good and the hunger goes away. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it, but that's what I've read. I think my next fast will probably be for 5 days. Already dreading that. Second takeaway is that black coffee really helps. The parts of the day where I actually felt the best was after I had my coffee. Of course, coffee is a stimulant that can increase focus, maybe make you feel more energized and so on, but it also can suppress hunger. It also gives your taste buds something nice. The only other thing you might be tasting is like salt water. Coffee tastes a lot better than salt water in my opinion. So third of all, speaking of salt, I think taking electrolytes during any extended fast is essential, especially if you're also drinking coffee, since coffee can deplete a lot of those minerals. I think it's especially important in the morning when you're already dehydrated. You don't have to use like any fancy electrolyte powder. You can just sprinkle some sea salt into your water, and that should be sufficient. Some of you are probably wondering about weight loss. And while weight loss certainly wasn't an incentive for me, I'm very happy with my weight. I could just inform you that I lost about 1.5–2 kilos during the 72 hours. Probably a lot of it was water weight, I don't know, but it wasn't significant. But if I continue my fast, of course, I would probably lose more. But that was not an incentive for me, but I just want to let you know. I just wanted to mention again that this is in no way any medical advice. I'm not a professional, and this content is supposed to be informational only, and about me sharing my experience. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer for 72 hours. I sure did not enjoy making this video, but it feels really good afterwards, both mentally and physically. I feel really good right now. So maybe that's due to the fasting, I don't know, but yeah, I feel great. And thank you for watching, and if you like this type of content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.